The Arizona Cardinals fall 16-14 in their preseason opener with Craig Morgan. Nobody cares about the results of preseason games. At least I hope they don't, right?
As Steve Peters says, HK.
HK. Yeah, what the Arizona Cardinals did, they did play football today, and it was great to see year two of the Jonathan Gannon, Monty Otterford era unfold. Didn't get to see most of the starters. The Cardinals were without most of the people who were going to line up for them to start the season in Buffalo and Orchard Park in September. But we did get a glimpse of a lot of players that are added to this roster this offseason. But we also did see, Craig, I think, a brewing quarterback battle for the backup position for Kyler Murray.
It's hard to evaluate these things when Desmond Ritter's starting against the Saints' first-team defense. Clayton Tune is not. But there were still things within that you saw. You saw some errant throws from Desmond Ridder, including a walk-in touchdown that they should have had, a couple passes that were behind receivers. And then Clayton Tune gets in there, and he's showing nice touch over the middle, nice touch to the sidelines. Again, you take it with a grain of salt because of who they're facing, but Clayton Tune showed well tonight. I thought he had a good performance.
You know, for Clayton Tune, I've been watching him now going into his second season, the fifth-round rookie out of Houston. This is the best he's looked as a pro. And to your point, yeah, he's not going up against the competition that Ridder was. A lot of the first-teamers for the Saints to start off and struggled mightily behind what Jonathan Gannon described as a leaky offensive line. But, yeah, Clayton Tune, I thought, looked as far as the poise in the pocket, even when he's getting out of the pocket, still had, some accuracy on his throws. He threw a couple dimes in there. So it was good to see, Clayton Tune really kind of make things tough for this organization and their decision as far as who's going to back up Kyler Murray, especially in the 2024 season. Desmond Ridder has the resume. Clayton Tune, so far, one preseason game, has the tape.
Desmond Ridder can make plays with his legs.
Yeah,
we saw
he certainly
that tonight.
did.
We absolutely saw that. But again, we'll get a better read in the next game. And over these last two preseason games, because we know these guys are going to take all the snaps, hopefully they'll get up against some better competition, so we'll get a better read on Tune. Maybe Ridder will bounce back. But if you're going off just tonight, Clayton Tune really made a case for himself as a backup quarterback.
What a difference a game makes, because we were going into this contest excited about the debut of one Marvin Harrison Jr. And that excitement, it was over after one series of football for Marvin Harrison Jr. We saw him play in 3 plays. He was on the field for 3 plays on a 3-and-out. One route that he ran, and it was a 6-yard sack for Desmond Ridder. But you talked to JG about what the focus was for MHJ today.
Yeah, he wanted him to get used to the routine, whether that's leaving the hotel, getting on the bus, coming here, warming up. All of that's important. And we understood all of that, right? That's important for any rookie. But JG also said he had hoped to get him involved in the offense a little bit, but a couple of plays went south, so he didn't get any touches, didn't get any targets in this game, and then he was gone. It is what it is. We know he's going to be a big part of this offense, and he's probably going to get a little better opportunity in Indy, but it just didn't happen tonight.
Yeah, in Indy, maybe in the joint practices, maybe in the game, which is a bit of a homecoming where his dad starred for so many years along with Peyton Manning. We'll see. Are they going to legitimately play Marvin Harrison Jr. at some point this preseason, or are they going to hide him until the regular season? That remains to be seen. The other players in the rookie class, I mean, to start things out, we saw the first defensive series, Darius Robinson, 27th overall. I thought he certainly flashed.
And where's he going to help them? I'm still curious about how they're going to use him.
Yeah.
He can clearly give you a push up the middle, and you ideally would like your pass rush coming from the middle. It's going to get there faster. But he could be on the edge a little bit this year, too, and he is showing to be a very physical player and a guy who's really difficult to handle at the line of scrimmage.
He's long, he's strong, he's versatile. As they like to say on the coaching staff, he's violent. I think he checks a lot of boxes for him and immediately joins this defense and becomes one of their impact players. You talk about the edge. We did see Darius post B.J. Ojulari injury get out there at the pass rush position off the edge. We saw Mac Wilson there, who did not play tonight. He's a vet and probably doesn't need to play in the preseason opener. But, who's going to supplement that pass rush? I thought Xavier Thomas, the 5th-round rookie out of Clemson, looked fast off the edge. I liked what I saw from XT.
So did Jonathan Gannon. I mean, that was the guy. When you listen to the post-game quotes and what he had to say about each player, that's the guy where he was glowing the most, just saying he played with a high motor.
Yeah.
That was good to see. Again, they're looking for some kind of answer at that position.
Yeah.
We all know it's a major weakness for this team coming into this season. So a lot of guys are getting auditions right now, and X showed up really well tonight.
We saw Trey Benson. He was playing behind the same leaky offensive line as Desmond Ridder. Maybe didn't get his opportunities. Average yards per carry was under 3. I thought Michael Carter had a really good game where he needs to have a really strong preseason to really continue to make a case for himself. Made some big plays for this offense last year. Michael Carter, 1 game in, strong performance, 40 yards on the ground. Good compliment to James Conner potentially going forward. And then, offensively, nobody else really. Dan Chisnia had a good rapport with Clayton Tune. And then defensively, we saw some defensive backs play well. Darren Hall really had a good game. He was
sure
kind of
did.
an under-the-radar guy.
Yeah, that was another name that jumped out, was making plays all over the field. Again, it's so hard to judge based on who they're going up against, but it's better than the alternative, right?
Yeah.
You do what you do. You're going up against certain guys, you got to perform, and he did. So at least that's a positive sign.
He certainly did. He had a forced fumble. He had a pass deflection. He almost made another big play. Spencer Rattler did get into the end zone. He nearly stopped that. Hall was all over the place. And another strong performance from Starling Thomas, who had a good camp for the Cardinals. They broke training camp at the end of the week. He's continuing that here into the preseason. Who do you think the Arizona Cardinals that had a strong performance in their preseason opener? Drop it in the comments, and of course, like this video, subscribe to PHNX Sports, and make sure you're following Craig S. Morgan on Twitter. Follow me at Bo Brock. We'll talk to you soon on PHNX Cardinals.